Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Femi Akinri-Misi, and this is Yoruba Autonomy Media. Welcome to our mobile radio and television Moral Majority Digest Open Editorial Monologue. The campaigns for Yoruba Nation Now, Yoruba Nation Forever have started. Ours is a campaign, just as the politician campaign. But we are no politician. Ours is a movement of the people of Yoruba Nation. And it is for Yoruba Nation now and Yoruba country forever. First and foremost, let me say and make it clear that this platform from which I broadcast here where I speak, does not, and will not recognize that Nigeria still legitimately, legally exists anymore. Today, July the 7th, 2021, my position, the position of the people at Yoruba Autonomy Media is that Nigeria expired on January 1, 2014, long before Muhammadu Buhari became elected as president in the contraption we call Nigeria. So, the election of Buhari, as I have said and I'm maintaining, is fraudulent. After the fact. So, any group or organization purporting to be representing Nigeria legitimately as at this time is fake and so has no sovereign standing because Nigeria failed to exist even before Buhari came again to be elected as president in Nigeria. Now, let me say that recognizing the needs of the people of Yoruba lands in the emerging Yoruba nation landscape for their security, for the security of their life and properties, we are supporting replacing the SSS that we know does exist in Nigeria, the Shagari Suicide Squad that was established from inside the Nigerian security organizations in the 80s and going to the 90s. We Yoruba people, we are moving to replace the SSS, the State Security Services people, with our own quadruple S, 4S, the Shole, Shode, Shoko, Shobode security apparatus for Ile Yoruba. Shole, Shode, Shoko, Shobode is going to replace the apparatus of security in Yoruba land. Thus, our people's life and property at home and in the farms will be safe. They will have reason to feel safe because we will provide a buffer zone, just like countries, the United Nations will provide a no-fly zone. It will be areas that will be off limit to Fulani people or any marauders that looks and wants to go in there and terrorize and kidnap and rape any of our people that are in the Yoruba nation landscape. Yoruba nation now, Yoruba country forever. Now to the Obas. It has come to our knowledge that some Obas are working against the interests of the people of Yoruba nation and the interests of Yoruba land now, and they are putting their pressure on Chief Adeyema Igboho. The man will not back down, and the people will support Chief Adeyema Igboho to our last breath. We know the Obas that are most likely bringing all these crowned people together against Chief Adeyema Igboho. And the Obas know themselves. To them I say, keep it up. We know who you are. We know why you are doing it. You are so more hell-bent on the envelope that you get from the politicians every week and every month. And that is the reason why you have become a threat to your people. I say, keep it up. But we will not back down. And if you don't stop, let me warn you now. What you are doing, you will regret. And your generation from your family after you will regret it, because we have reason now and evidence from you to prevent them from presenting anyone to the stool of Obaship in the town that you are the Oba now, when you are long gone. I know that that will not concern you, because you are selfish and you are deadly. You are selfish and you are deadly. If you will collaborate with bounty hunters, with hired killers, working with the SSS of the Shagari Suicide Squad people to go and terrorize Chief Adeyema Igboho, his household and his guests, with intent to kill, to murder, that is your signature and the signature of the Buhari administration, I am sorry for you all, and you will all end up a sorrowful ones. I don't know how long you can do this, or you think you can do this without being found out and called out, because people are just asking me to please hold back against you people, because the capability is there for your subjects, you Obas, for your subject to move on you and give you the beatings of your life and get the crowns off your head. Because there are ways that we will call on you to abdicate the throne legitimately according to tradition and culture. Believe it. There are some of us out here that still know it. You will call on the gods and they will answer us, and you will be history. We have no guns, and we are not going to attack you. But what we attack you, what we punish you, we punish you. We are not afraid, and we will not be afraid. That is for sure. You can be rest assured. Those of us that are behind Chief Adeyema Igboho and what he is doing, we are more than you. We are more than you. Though Chief Adeyema Igboho may seem to be only one person, as far as you are concerned, but believe it or not, one with God is majority. Chief Adeyema Igboho will prevail, and I applaud those that went out today supporting with protests in processions, and this protest will continue and will be going from town to town, from crown to crown in the Yoruba nation, to put the Obas on notice that we will not tolerate their quietness or conspiracy against Chief Adeyema Igboho. And to the Muhammadu Buhari administration officials, and especially those who are Yoruba extractions working in the administration, you are responsible. We will personally hold you responsible, and your time is soon going to be enough. If you will not back off now before it is too late. Resign your order of wanted on Chief Adeyema Igboho before some people will put fatwa on you. You know what I mean when I say fatwa. People that will retaliate, tit for tat. If you say Chief Adeyema Igboho is wanted, we will make you become wanted as well. And you know what that means. And you know we know where you are. And we know who your children and your family members and friends are. So we will expand the wanted list. Rescind the wanted order now. Leave Chief Adeyema Igboho alone. He has not done anything to any of you. You are the one bothering his people, and he's saying no. And those of us behind him, we will support him to our last breath. And especially those young men and young ladies that are out there in Nigeria. When we ask them to jump, all they will say is house high, because they are being pained by you people. You are human prayers. You pray on people. You did this to Fela. You did this to Ganifawa Hemi. You did this to Taisho Larry. And you are still doing it. There is going to be the day when we will say enough is enough. And that day is now. Chief Bisi Akande, hear me and hear me well. You lead the bandits in APC. Tell them to back off from hunting Chief Adeyema Igboho. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know it is your ambition that is pushing you, and you are orchestrating this nonsense. Tell your dogs to back off with your bags of money. Back off. Enough is enough. And those of you bandits in uniform that are ruminating and roaming the streets, pretending or purporting to be police or to be whatever you want us to believe that you are, we are saying the day when you will put your uniforms on and you will not be able to take it off from your body is very, very fast approaching, and is loading. I ask all of you in the name of decency to back off now before it is too late. Because if you don't, and the 7 days ultimatum that the people that went out today protesting against you in support of Chief Adeyema Igboho, if you let that 7-day ultimatum pass, consider your own orders reversed and applied to you. You too can be wanted by the people of Yorubanation. Obas, keep off Chief Adeyema Igboho now. Finally, let me appeal to those that I want to beg and ask to come out supporting Chief Adeyema Igboho and us that are backing him. I'm talking about my fathers and mothers in the traditional medicine, spiritual medicine powers. Please come out, call yourselves together, have a meeting, support our young men and women with whatever you know that you have. Things that we can give to the dogs at the house of Chief Adeyema Igboho to eat. And if Moridas come there, their present, their guns, their cutlasses will have no effect on the security apparatus that are in the house anymore. Chief Adeyema Igboho should be allowed to have a full night rest and sleeping with both of his eyes closed. We need to buffer up the environment of his residence, keeping vigil there, be awake. No longer leave only 9 people to guard and defend him while he is working for the safety of the life and property of the millions of us. Thank you, my fathers. Thank you, my mothers, and God bless you all.